Pigs in a blanket cannot possibly be done on a griddle, can it? We say it can. That's what we're here for, because this is what we do.
Let's find out together. You want to do it?
Wrestlers, here we go.
You want to find out if we can do this, brother? Then stick around while we dig in. So we do have these pigs in a blanket. I love these. Here's what's crazy about it. Funny story. Well, I'll get to the groceries first, and then I'll tell the quick story.
You just started 3 different sentences all in one sentence. Dude, you can't teach that.
I'm a teacher.
That's pure talent. Here's what's crazy. I've got a story.
Let's get to the groceries. I like pigs in the blanket. I didn't love them until Hillary, our cousin, had brought them to a party several years ago, and I've kind of been obsessed ever since.
And I'll tell you, Aunt Joy makes them at all our gatherings.
Yeah, and they are spectacular. Shout out to Aunt Joy and cousin Hillary. And I love this, and I've had this thought for a long time. Hey, can we make these on the griddle? And we did the biscuits and gravy.
Yes, we did.
And we've made biscuits a few times on the griddle, and even
Correct.
we've done pizza from fresh, and I'm like, we can do this. My wife is kind of making fun of us. Is that what she's doing?
No,
over
I think
there?
it's because the ice cream.
Oh, the ice cream man.
Yeah.
The ice cream truck in the background. That thing has been in our neighborhood. It's been in the neighborhood maybe a little bit too long. Time to wrap it up, guys.
Yeah, you've overstayed your welcome.
Nah, he must be making a killing. He's doing what he's got to. Totally fine with
Making
that.
bank.
But with these pigs in a blanket, I wanted to see if we could do it. Talk about what's going into these ones.
First of all, before we get to the groceries, in case you didn't know,
I'm Adam.
I'm Brett.
And we are the WALTWINS. Now you can get to the
Here we
groceries.
go, right here. This is very simple. Okay, we will be using this beautiful Dalstrong knife. The
if you don't know
Holla
yet.
at your boy. We love this one, Valhalla series. It is so beautiful. We've got these crescent rolls. We've got the butter that we're going to be buttering the tops of these, and well, these pigs. For the pigs in a blanket, these little smokies.
Yes, and we are super excited. We've watched a few videos on how to do this, and we've seen this done. And I've never made pigs in a blanket.
I was about to say, wait, you and I are both today years old when we're actually making pigs in a blanket for our first time,
Right.
And we're doing it in front of people.
And so we will show, this video will get posted no matter how this turns out. If we blow this one, this might be an all for naught, but we wanted to try because I do have this thought, this theory that the dough should cook similar to how it does when we do the biscuits and gravy.
It'll cook dough.
It'll cook dough. So we'll show you the process. Come see how we're going to
And
do
by
it.
the way, we have lots of confidence. We've been doing these, we've been cooking on, well, for quite some time.
Right,
now,
the
so.
thought process into this one. I'm excited, but let's go ahead and get to this one. The reason we've got Brett opening this is because, you know, everybody...
It's the dynamite.
I think you have to do the quintessential, oh, this is going to scare me when I pop this open. Look.
Yep, it's a dud.
No, you know, you're supposed to kind of twist it, or you hit it with the spoon or the back of the... There you go. That exploded nice. All right, and then all you're going to do is lay this out completely. This fell apart in two. That's totally fine. Lay it out. Okay, all the way.
All the way.
Okay, so these are large triangles. We're going to recreate 3 triangles in each. So pull apart each preparation first.
Oh, okay. So we do this.
Yeah, you pull them all apart first. Okay, so for each one of these, all you're gonna do is you're gonna cut them into triangles. Each one of these, we're gonna get triangles. And by the way, these aren't gonna all be the exact same perfect triangle, and that's okay.
And then this?
Yep, just straight right there. There you go. So towards the end, obviously, we're gonna get little smaller chunks, and that's okay. So you wanna try to get them as even as you can. So that one, and then you're gonna cut that one in 2 triangles that way. There you go. So you can see they're not perfect, but they're gonna be close, and then we're just gonna wrap. So we'll get the rest of these cut, and we'll get ready to wrap. Probably some of the ugliest triangles I've ever seen. It doesn't matter, that's not what it's about. Because listen, this is all you're doing. Yeah, you're just gonna take and roll and set it aside. We're gonna finally get a good one here. So you wanna start from the big edge to cover your hat dog.
The head dog.
And then you're gonna roll it all the way to the point. There you go. I wasn't figuring out what was going on, but now we got it. Okay, so we'll finish wrapping these, and then we'll get them over to the griddle soon. We're gonna try to do this quick. When you've been cooking as long as we have, you should know better than to leave your tank empty. I knew coming into it that the tank was low.
This is right.
We meant to go get some propane last night. They were out at Lowe's down the street. I probably should have just gone across the street from there to Home Depot because they had some. Grabbed some this morning. So we don't know how this is gonna go because these had to sit overnight, but now we're ready to get them onto
by the way, in
griddle.
the fridge, they were protected. We
Yes,
didn't
in the
just leave
fridge.
them out here.
Out in the elements. They've been in the fridge for 12 hours or so, whatever.
Yep.
So we're gonna get these on now. So, okay,
Here we go.
We've got some butter we're gonna melt here.
Because this is gonna be brushed on that.
Yeah, so we're gonna brush it on after. Right now, the only thing we're using is butter to get this griddle. This has been on for about 7 minutes right now. This has been on for about 7 minutes now. So Brett's gonna just lay the butter and then we're going to line these up. Now the idea is to just cook these for a minute. Brett, in fact, we'll do it right here. Okay. Because this is where we'll get, and then we're gonna just brown the bottom of them right here, and then we'll put them on the rack.
There it is. I was like, where's the wire rack?
So in fact, I'm gonna put it here so once they're done, you can just transfer them. I'll hold this.
Okay.
You butter and then start placing them.
Like butter the whole thing,
yeah, the whole thing. So as you butter believe that I'm gonna follow through.
Dad things.
We're dad things.
Yes, we are.
Weird dad things.
Weird.
Listen, we're not looking for beauty points here. We know these are not very pretty.
They're gorgeous.
I blame Brett's triangles.
It's fine. I like the triangles.
Triangulos.
Triangulos.
On. So you saw, that was what, like a minute and a half?
See how it's already brown? Right?
Yep. There we go. All right, so we're gonna get these on and then we'll show you the next phase. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna baste a little butter on there.
And we'll do this a few times through the
hope
process.
is this will let it brown a little bit. Obviously, if we need to, we'll turn these to brown the other side. Brown the other side, brown the other side, brown the other side. All right, and so once that is applied, then I think we can bring the heat up because they're off the direct heat, and we're just gonna dome them. So we don't want that butter to burn on to here. So Brett's just gonna scrape it, and then I actually am gonna turn this as well because the dome is big. These two burners are on, so we're gonna go ahead and dome this. We're gonna give this about 5 minutes and check, and we'll see.
So it's been 5 minutes. We're just gonna take a first gander at it. As you can see, they are puffing up just nice.
Wow.
This is very satisfying. I was worried they weren't gonna puff up at all.
Yeah,
because
they are definitely doughy, so we gotta give them some time.
Okay, so that's it now.
Another 5 minutes.
So another 5 minutes.
All right, it's been 5 more minutes.
10 minutes total. Look at this.
Puffy little fellas.
Oh my gosh, they are getting very dark on the bottom. Okay. So the instructions is 10 to 15 minutes. It's been 10 minutes. We're gonna go, let's go 3 more minutes.
Here's the deal, Brett. You do want to switch position on the rack because some of them are browning just a bit, like getting it a bit dark. And you know, it might just be that one spot where it's super hot.
It is just the one,
because the rest are fine.
Yeah, these are all
Let's move these ones off of that main hot spot. Ooh, how about we do it with the tongs?
Yeah, let's do that.
Dude, those are puffing up.
These are
nice.
really good, bro. Okay, so we're gonna go 5 minutes. Nope, it's not. It's just
perfect.
tail.
Okay, let's leave them. We don't have to worry about the rest. 5 more minutes, I think we'll be done.
Yep.
That's really surprising.
Wow.
How well those are working out. One thing we failed to do, well, not failed, we buttered them early on. We want to butter these again, help them get a little, oh, they smell unreal. So good. Butter those up, and we're going to go another 3 to 5 minutes, and then I think they'll be ready to pull.
Yep.
I've been wanting to do this for how long now?
A long time. I didn't know. Adam had this idea a long time ago, and I didn't understand how we were going to be able to do this until he explained it to me last night. I was like, oh yeah, of course, like the biscuits where we brown them first and then put them up on the rack.
Yep.
And the reason we do that is because it gets a nice little toasting on the bottom so that when you set them on the rack, the dough won't melt through or bake through the rack, so to speak. So that's working, man.
Right, it was the intent, and this reminds me of the old days when we first started griddle cooking, and we had that whole like almost chip on our shoulder, and people say, "Oh, it doesn't belong on a griddle." This is one of those. It's like this is just to prove the naysayers wrong. Like you almost really can do anything on this thing.
Yeah, you can, and like this. Pigs in a Blanket is almost one of the main things primarily.
Yeah.
When you go watch the game at someone else's house,
yes.
This is, or whenever we have a family gathering, this is there. So if we're out camping or tailgating, we can now make Pigs in a Blanket at the tailgate or at the campground.
Be the hero at your next tailgate or campground.
Right.
Okay, so we were super excited with the way it was going. They're still just a little doughy, and we checked the bottoms, and they are starting to get dark. But Brett, I didn't realize we had this on higher. We could turn it down. But to make sure they're not gonna burn, we're gonna turn them on to their sides because now the dough is pretty much as puffy as it's going to get. So we're just gonna turn them to finish the cook. And Brett, it doesn't even have to be all the way. Look at these ones. This one's still perfect.
Yeah.
Some of these are perfect.
Some of them, like this is probably gonna be a little burn. Not worried about it.
Yeah, so this is the hot zone, clearly.
Probably just do 2 minutes here.
Yeah, just a couple minutes, finish it up, and then we'll pull them. Pull them and eat them. And there they are.
In all their deliciously smelling glory. I've just
all their
brought
glory.
the plate right by my nose.
They smell so good, Cannon. They smell good.
I think it's that buttery goodness
smell so
that we
good.
put on there.
They're not traditional.
Nope.
We got the the wire rack on there. I don't know why I still have my gloves on. Hold that for a second.
You got it.
Don't
a good one.
my gloves on anymore. Yeah, I'm super excited. Now, I will say I'm not a fan of like burnt biscuits, burnt croissants, so I know that the ones that have the darker may not be as good.
Yep.
So just owning up to that one. We found some decent ones. Most of these are decent. There's just a couple that are a little bit charred. That said, that's just my preference. They're still going to be good.
Of course they are.
But like we say, it can look amazing.
It looks absolutely
A
amazing.
little untraditional, but I still like the way it looks. Like you say, it can smell amazing.
Yeah, like I mentioned, but can I get a smell yet?
Smell, yeah, you can. But if this doesn't taste amazing, this is all for naught. Cheers. I'll eat to that,
My brother.
Wow. Pigs in a blanket.
That is so good.
So buttery.
That was a bit the first sensation I got.
Okay.
The buttery and then the
Have one out.
flakiness that you get, obviously with the crescent. And wow, this pigs in a blanket on the flat top. Who knew?
So this one isn't completely burned, but it is darker on the bottom there. But it's a little bit puffier. So I want to give my honest assessment. Not, oh my gosh.
Not bad. There were definitely some that are burnt. We're gonna rule those out.
Even that one, seriously, if I'm grabbing plates of this, I'm fine with it. If you do this way, really watch the bottom.
So-
Turn them earlier if you need to, but definitely getting that nice solid browning on the bottom is key to this one, and then you just want them to puff up. And also, we forgot, we brought the heat up. We could have left it lower, let them cook a little bit longer, but it wouldn't have gotten as dark.
For first time, for trying this out, your idea, man.
Yeah.
We nailed. We did good, man. I'm
did
happy.
good.
I'm happy.
Man, we love getting to come and do this. We hope you do too, and we hope you enjoy this. If you did, make sure and give this video a thumbs up. We really do appreciate it. It's one way in which you can support us in what we do. Another way you can support us through our merchandise. There's a link to that in the description below this video, and we're so excited we get to come and do this. Also, if you haven't had a chance, don't forget our Epic Outdoor Griddle Cookbook is available in bookstores on Amazon.com. There's a link to that in the description below as well. Man, love getting to come and do these.
Me too. This was so much
Right.
fun. Another banger.
Right. Aside from coming to knock out pigs in a blanket, first time ever on the griddle.
Right.
Why else are we doing this?
Because all we do is twin,
No matter what. And with that, we bid you adieu.
And then don't forget to like and subscribe.
And griddle on.